Thursday, so that should be exciting. Have some.
Hey,
We lost a lot of guys. Now we bring in some fresh blood under the show.
that's right. As
No,
green as possible.
no lie though. I mean, we did actually. That's actually gonna. I'm pretty excited. Just for the whole Olympic. Now a little bit more. Someone would actually, someone actually knows what they're, talking about, and more anything that likes it, dude. Because I didn't like. I was just. I don't know. I've been like. I've been kind of trying to wrap my brain around so many events and stuff like that. Like, there's actual like,
A crap ton of events,
yeah, and
and most of them are separated in the female and male. So that's double the crap ton of
mm-hmm.
events.
Yeah, exactly,
Damn.
exactly. So it's like kind of like, but
That's good, man. There's fucking round the clock. There's always something to watch.
yeah.
Like
So
you'll be in the break room of whatever job you're at. The fuck, what's going on in the Olympics? Oh damn, they're doing like beach volleyball. It's getting intense. Or
yeah,
indoor volleyball. Both of them are pretty intense.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm pretty excited, for us to kind of get started with the Olympic part. Just kind of moving past like into All Star weekend. Anything else? I know the All Star game was what today, I believe.
For what? WNBA?
Uh, no, for baseball.
Baseball was a few days back. I
Oh,
said the
okay,
score. It was like American League won 5-2.
okay.
I'm not sure if the winning team gets any kind of bonuses, like money wise,
They
cash
do.
prizes. That'd be pretty sweet if they did.
Yeah, they.
Mm,
I don't know. I don't think they do, but I think they used to though. Um, but I don't think they do it anymore. Like where I don't know. I guess. Sorry, guys.
Some incentive, you know.
Yeah,
Otherwise, they're just going through the motions, could care less. They, you know, the fans will get disinterested if they see the players are disinterested, kind of half-assing it, so to speak.
yeah, exactly. So, all
damn.
right. So we'll go ahead and just move right into our next segment. We'll talk some NBA finals.
Nice.
What do you think?
Are we on Twitch?
We are on Twitch.
We are on Twitch and we
All
are
right, that's
on.
fine.
Wait, hold on. No, we're not on Facebook. We're on.
YouTube has been gone,
Oh, yeah.
but if you say Twitch is good,
No. It's online.
we
It's
got a
online.
lifeline.
It's
What's
online.
online?
YouTube.
All right.
Okay,
It just got online. Damn it!
bitchin'.
It heard you. Dang, dude. Don't get it mad. Wait.
All right.
There you go.
Which segment we're going into?
All right. So we're gonna do. We're going right into our NBA finals. Nice. Okay. Let me do this real quick. And we'll start right into that. So, dude, the NBA finals has been crazy. I literally did not think I mean, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be already over by this time.
We
Um,
all thought it was a sweep, yeah.
I have here what did I put here? The Bucks blackout, the the Suns. Dude, it was I mean, yeah, everyone's gonna talk about the block or whatever, again, because the whole LeBron thing, they're trying to compare it because they're trying to bring LeBron somehow into it, but whatever. Um, I think that they had to win that game, or else it would have been completely over. I think this next game is gonna really um, show who the Suns are, who CP3 is, and honestly, just like at the end of the game, who, if you're honest, it really is gonna take the torch from um, from LeBron. You know what I mean? So, what do you think? Just quick first reactions right now going on with series tying up.
Well, just to give context, the last game was game three. It was in It was in Milwaukee.
Mhm.
Giannis, he got his 40-some points, and they were able to, avoid being in that 3-0 hole, which is almost impossible to dig yourself out of. And then, like, okay, I think you said in the last time, like, oh, Giannis, or so, I think it was Tosco. He said, if they're gonna want to get back in this, Giannis is gonna have 40-point games every single night.
Yeah.
So yesterday, the game was also, another home game for the Bucks. I think it plays to their strengths. I don't know, that gives them more energy, whatever. Now, Giannis didn't have like that 40-point game Tosco was saying, but who else stepped up? It was Middleton,
Yeah.
who was the one who
Yeah.
ended up
Yeah.
having turned on the NOS, and he had that 40-point game of his own. Don't get me wrong. Giannis, he got a pretty sweet 26. And that post, I don't know if you could do a poster of a block, but I'm sure somebody might make one. That was pretty vicious, not going to lie. It's good to see a very agile big guy like just deny somebody in the summit. Uh, Now, the previous game, I think we said Booker, he only had 10. He had to step it up, and he did. Booker did. I think he had probably one of his best games of the series. He had 42 points. That's not chump change. That's all-star caliber scoring right there. But the problem was everyone else was kind of lacking. I think the only other starter who had double digits was Chris Paul. He had 10. And Crowder, he had 15.
Mhm.
Nobody else could step it up. I mean, yeah, Johnson on the bench, but what happened to Aiden? He had 6 points. Did maybe his psyche get a little, messed up with that foul trouble? Because he got foul trouble in the last game. That might have messed up with his head. So maybe he was kind of dialing it back a bit this past game. I don't know. So we're tied 2-2, and what we all thought could have been a Suns sweep.
Yeah.
Still rooting for the Suns, and I'm glad we get more basketball to watch. I think the next game is this Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
But it's going back to Phoenix.
It's going back to Phoenix.
But yeah, what did you think happened in this last game, buddy?
I don't know. I think it was just one of those where they just kind of got owned. They owned themselves. They kind of um they showed their inexperience. Because even Chris Paul, dude, yeah, he's been in the game for a while, right? But he hasn't been this far.
No.
And even if he has been this far, he hasn't been this far by himself, because he's by himself, because D-Book is good and everything, and he put up his points or whatever, right? But like, I mean, it's just, I mean, there's no
Crowder.
there's no real
the
vet.
only-
The only
the
one
only
is
son-
Crowder, yeah.
Crowder's the only one on either team that's had any finals experience. So it's, I mean,
So
not all on the shoulders of Chris Paul.
yeah, so yeah, exactly. So it's like kind of like one of those where because veterans win, championships. I mean, it's true. When the game slows down, we saw, the last couple of 2-3 minutes. I mean, it was like they were up by like by 6 before the fourth quarter, and then they shot a 3, so they're up by 9 with like 11 so minutes left. Just take care of the ball. That's all you need to do, and no, boom. I mean, Chris Paul had 10 points, dude. He didn't even play. Like, he barely played. Like, it was just, and I think that's more of a like mental thing. Like, we're like, I don't know. He just doesn't, not that he doesn't believe in himself, but he just doesn't like trust himself right now, I guess.
CP3.
Yeah, CP3. I hope he gets better, or not that he gets better, but I hope he just kind of turns it on. I think he will. It's just a matter of just kind of doing it, especially right now when they go back. I think they're gonna win Game 5. Because
when they go back at home.
Yeah, and the role players tend to play better during road games anyway. But CP3 just has to, take the reins. Not just him really, but everyone else. I mean, you have Ayton, 6 points, 17 rebounds, but 6 points. Come on, bro. Like, you need to have more of a presence. You know, we have Crowder 15 points, 15 quiet points, 8 rebounds. You have CP3 with, 10, 7, 4, which is fine, right? But, they're, relying on them a lot.
Yeah,
Even,
for
even,
Crowder, that's a decent night. But
yeah, and
Aiden should. That's not even acceptable for him.
yeah, he has to be minimum double digits. I mean, like, dude, like, no mames. And it's just like, you have to realize that, because dude, Giannis was going off, and he was just running the paint more than anything. Um, which they're supposed to. That's literally what they're supposed to do. They're literally supposed to run the paint. Giannis 26-14. Middleton is just being dude, but Middleton was streaky. Like he's just a hot and cold guy. You know,
Yeah, he was hot.
he was just hot.
Previous game,
Previous
lukewarm.
games like 18 points. Like, Drew Holiday's 13-7. I mean, he didn't really need to step up. But what happened was they switched him on CP3. Now it's like, oh, it's just like 3 inches, 25, 30, 35 pounds. But it's still a lot, dude. Like once you start bodying people, and this is the finals, like everyone is tired. Everyone is tired. Everyone is injured. You've been playing a lot of playoff already. Um, what is it? The Suns got taken to like a couple game sevens. No, like one. Was it one game seven?
Yeah,
I know. At least they got taken to at least game sixes. Except obviously the Nuggets or whatever. But that's just besides point. But so they're all tired. So they started. I think that's what kind of happened. I think this next game they're gonna win. Just the role players just kind of need to step up, and Aiden just needs to get his confidence, not confidence, but just kind of his you know,
Swagger.
yeah, back on, yeah, his hustle, if you will. So I felt like he wasn't hustling, like he was hustling, but I mean, it is Giannis, right? But Giannis was just over hustling him, like over. Like I felt like it was like he was getting dominated, and then it's like, dude, you can't be. You're supposed to be the anchor, like. So I don't know. Talk to me, Art. What do you think?
no, I was just in the last show. I did kind of mention there was a bit of questionable calls and the refs that are not very consistent. A lot of them favoring the Bucks. This last game, it was, you would see Giannis kind of, running like full steam towards the paint, and if you sneeze on him, the ref's gonna call you. They were kind of a little, I don't want to say biased again, but there was a moment that made me laugh. And even the commentators were like, "That's a foul." When Butler was driving, not Butler, Holiday, excuse me. Holiday was driving, and Booker was on him. And Booker, he was one foul. He already had 4 fouls at that point in the game, and like he would have got his fifth. And he just wrapped his arms. He just hugged Holiday. And Holiday managed to like pass the ball, and then they made some play out of it or didn't. I don't know. But the whole crowd was like, "What the fucking foul? You're hugging the guy." And it was good. It was a foul. They missed the call. It was a blatant foul too. But maybe because it's a superstar in the finals, they're gonna let it slide. So
Let him play.
some plays are letting them slide, and some they're just like being too overprotecting. Anyway, that's just beside the point. I thought that was funny. I don't know if you saw that play, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
like what is it? They saw like apparently I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was like they edited or whatever, or like
Like, 'cause
Devin
it's
Booker.
Booker, they
Devin
didn't
Booker had
call
like,
it.
yeah, he had like 8 fouls or whatever.
Chile, he
That
did.
was
Yeah.
funny. But yeah. So I mean, I think I mean, we definitely need to check out. I mean, if the Bucks, I mean, if the
The
Bucks steal it,
Bucks.
if the Bucks steal it, they win automatically. Like literally, I think this is the game, the series.
Oh, for real. That pretty much shifts all the pressure on the other guys.
Yeah, because it's like it's 0-0 right now.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's
what it
tied.
is. It's 0-0. It's tied. best of 3 now. I mean, that's literally what it is. When do they play? Oh yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday game 5 on at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Everyone is, of course, welcome to give your takes on, again, YouTube, Twitch, anything like that. And also, let's see.
Got the Suns, game 6.
Suns
Or Suns in 6.
Suns and 6. when is game 6? Oh, game 6 is on Tuesday. Dang, that's kind of weird.
That we could very well see a champion crowned.
Yeah, while we're on, we'll
Oh,
do live.
God.
We'll do a live
We'll
commenting.
We'll have to do that live. Yeah.
I was like, we have to do a live commenting. It's the finals, dude. Especially if the Suns win and they're like up to like, oh, dude, it'd be historic. Alright, guys, we'll go ahead and move right into. What do we have next?
I don't know, man. You're the director. You tell us.
Yeah, man. You tell us.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna go talk a little bit of some. Let's do Copa America. Copa America. Or I'm sorry, Copa America. Whoa. Gold Cup has started.
Taking it to the son of a pitch. That's soccer
Started
slang for the field.
in the U.S. The World Cup, Gold Cup has started in the U.S. It actually is in 7 select cities and across 9 different stadiums. Hold on, let me see. We are doing soccer time.
And for those of you who don't know what the CONCACAF is, I don't even know what it is. It's basically the tournament we have here for the Northern America and some Central America, all those countries who's going to get bragging rights for the soccer, but also some of the Caribbean teams as well. They could be dark horses. So right now, we mentioned earlier is the U.S. currently playing Martinique.
Ooh.
I can't say what the score is, but it's pretty looking favorable for our boys. In their group, they're going to play Canada. I think Canada is number 1 right now
Oh yeah.
in that group, and they're going to have a matchup, U.S. and Canada, Sunday. I think it's Sunday afternoon.
Oi.
Ooh. What time? What
try
time? What
to-
time? What time?
I don't know,
It's actually gonna.
but it's Sunday.
It's actually at 4 p.m. So let's just go ahead. I'll put that on your little ticker in there for you guys.
Nice.
But yeah. So, how was the score? What was the first score?
What, this game?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say. It's still a lot going on.
No. I'm saying the first game. Oh, they didn't play the first game. This is the first game.
Canada
No.
Canada was able to beat Haiti. Canada beat Haiti.
No, the U.S.'s first game. This is their second game in the group.
I believe. Yeah, this is their second outing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was the first one?
Shoot. There was another weird name I couldn't say properly.
So it was Haiti. Yeah, so they played Haiti and they won 1-0. That was on Sunday. So they play Martinique today, and then Canada. Oh, they're on number 1 right now. So let's just go to I kind of put the standings in here. So the Gold Cup has started in the U.S. It started in the USA. All right, so we're just gonna go put that. So in this case, we'll just talk a little bit of the Gold Cup, just a little bit, because CONCACAF, since it is for North and Central American countries. Again, in this case, we'll just talk the U.S. squad. So the U.S. squad does mostly consist of domestic talent. It's actually 19 players from the 23 are actually from the MLS. So Pulisic, Reina, McKinney, Brooks, they aren't there. Um, but you do have some veterans. That's Zimmerman from Nashville's SC and LA Galaxy's Sebastian. You do have also the Seattle Saunders, Christian Roldan, which they're gonna be the ones expected to lead all the younger players. One of the big things is why are they kind of sending just the younger players? So this is kind of the squad that they're gonna kind of try out. So for the World Cup next year. So that's why they're kind of like
Which, by the way, is in 594 days. I believe November 22nd of
oh
2022 World Cup in Qatar.
Qatar, man, that's hot.
So Danny's saying, are they're getting the young guys prepped for that five that big competition? We already got to get them seasoned.
Yeah,
So
so
put in the young squad.
we gotta support the U.S. team. They're gonna do good. I'm a big Mexican fan, but I'm also a big U.S. supporter of soccer as well. I think they're gonna do good. I'm actually pretty excited. We'll definitely see how that happens in there. So as we just kind of move on to El Tri, so El Tri is actually missing a Chicharito. Of course, he's not gonna actually play. They do have Rogelio Funes Mori, he's from Argentina, but he naturalized in Mexico. And also you don't actually have Ochoa, Henry Martin, and Luis Romo, they're pretty important for Mexico, but they're gonna represent them in the Olympic squad. So they have
That's
like kind
right.
of
They played yesterday, no?
yeah, they
Last
did.
night
Yeah.
in like the Cowboy Stadium in Arlington.
Yeah. They actually played so
They won.
Cowboy Stadium. So let me just kind of name off all the stadiums that actually have like
that are hosting for these group stage games.
So in Texas, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Dang,
that's pretty good.
So 5 of them. So just starting with I'll start with AT&T Center, Arlington, Texas. The Q2 Stadium in Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Is that Austin FC?
That's where Austin FC's.
Nice.
That's their home.
Perfect. And in Dallas, the Cotton Ball Stadium. I'm guessing that's where they have like
Dallas the Cotton FC. Bowl. Yeah, probably.
Frisco, Texas, the Toyota Stadium. And in Houston, an NRG Stadium. Also, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they have the NRV Pink Stadium. I don't know what that is.
Fort Lauderdale,
Fort
Lauderdale.
Oh man,
some spec.
I'm drunk too, man. Hey, Chad,
Fort
I'm drunk too. Florida, DRV Pink Stadium. I don't know, something. And Glendale of Arizona, State Farm Stadium. I'm guessing that's where the Cardinals play. I don't know actually. So also Kansas City, and Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Also Exploria Stadium. Special. Yeah, so they're gonna do 11 stadiums. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, check it out, guys. If you guys are actually there, I think all the tickets are already sold out, honestly. But you guys should check out just tailgate. Show up, see what's up, and see what happens.
So who did Mexico beat yesterday?
Oh, I'm sorry. And then Mexico
I forgot the name.
Beat, oh my god, I forgot name too, dude. My bad. Oh my god. Oh, Guatemala. There we go. 3-0.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I mean they tied with Trinidad and Tobago which was, very, very dumb. But they play on Sunday too. They play on Sunday at 9 actually against El Salvador. El Salvador is actually, they're not good, but they're not bad, So we'll see what's up.
Can't sleep on them.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go right into our talks. So we'll go into our Smack Talk.
Smack Talk.
Smack Talk. Give me some transition music.
Oh yeah.
Whip that shit.
Yeah. That one.
I was like, all right, guys. So we're gonna talk a little bit of. Does it help?
Nice. Sick beats, Evan.
Oh,
Thanks, man. I gave it my blessing before I could show it to you guys.
yeah. All right, guys. So in this case, we're gonna talk a little bit of some smack talk. So in this case, we're just kind of exploring the question: is smack talk good for sports? Um, and what sports does it matter? You know, does it? I know recently, specifically, right? We were exploring kind of this question is because we did have you know, the McGregor fight. There's a lot of smack talk, a lot of not very nice smack talk between people. And you know, I just wanted to kind of explore where like, does it really matter? Does it help out the sport? And you know, how does it you know, ultimately, you know, affect how we view sports in general. So, I don't know. I think just kind of one of you know, I'll just kind of set up the question. So in this case, it's, you know, and like I said, is smack talk good for sports in general? You know, does it have an impact on the game itself? I mean, it's sports. It's super competitive. I mean,
And psychological.
yeah, it's super psychological. And it's like it's I don't know. It where we don't besides an actual physical game, it is very much of a mental game as well. You have to beat down your opponent. You know, you would players will talk about MJ. You know, just talking smack to you, like telling you, like, dude, I'm like, you can't do this. You can't. Like, you need to stop and you need to go home. Like, damn. Like,
Go
for
lay
so
down.
yeah, like, bro, damn, like, that's intense. And he would like back it up, like, oh man, like it was crazy. Um, yeah, Thomas, it did actually show. It's actually showing up on the stream. I don't know if it. Yeah,
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 comments are a bit laggy, but they'll show up.
yeah. They're low. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
So yeah, go on with some other famous cases of some smack talkers out there
Yeah. So in this
in the
case,
sports world.
another one was a famous example is Kobe. Believe it or not, you know, rest in
Rest in peace.
peace. Um,
Peace.
you know, Kobe. Actually learned French just so he can talk smack to Tony Parker, which is that's pretty funny, dude. That's pretty funny. That's actually, I mean, that's, you know, that's like competitive. MJ again just would hit players. Actually get in like fights. I think he got in a fight with like Steve Kerr, like a fist fight, like, and
Oh yeah, no.
yeah, I think he ended up breaking his hand. Someone broke his hand or something like that. Like, god dang, like, but I don't know. Um, I think it's all good, you know, for it to be, as long as it's competitive. And more than anything, as long as it's like kind of like on all business, you know. I I I feel that specifically in fighting and in boxing and those type of sports, it does matter. It's a little different than just like regular, you know, soccer, you know, baseball, where because it's just it's just, you know, football is football. I don't think is more of a contact sport, much of a collision sport. Well, you know, UFC, you know, is the same thing. You know, it's like a collision slash fighting, you know, sport type of thing. You know, it's
You're gonna
very,
bleed almost.
yeah, like it's gonna hurt, you know,
Well,
and
I don't
these,
know, man. Like I like when the football players get mic'd up. Obviously, they can't show it on like TV, national TV, but you go on like whatever streaming and like, oh, this is what so and so is talking mic'd up. Get off me, little shit. It gets crazy.
yeah, and then, like that's what I'm
I
saying,
think it'd
like.
be more entertaining if you could hear everybody mic'd up.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that would that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that would be it'd be fun or just to kind of watch them where it'd be like, oh, I don't know, just but they're gonna be bleep everything out. I mean, like there's this one I think like they mic'd up some player like and the whole game they're just bleeping him out. They're like, yeah, just stick the phone because it's like well, it's not even him, but it's like everyone like speaking
Around
around
him.
him. Yeah. They're like, hey man, I'm mic'd
Nice.
up. I'm mic'd up. They're like, oh my bad, my bad. So it's like, yeah. So I don't know. What do you think, Crack AV? Do you think that Smack Talk is good for sports? Do you think the sport matters?
Um, to be honest, I don't think it's really good for sports. But here's the thing: it's going to happen all the time. In those little quips and moments, whenever you're right there passing by a soccer player, it's going to happen. Uh, UFC and boxing, they definitely they put on a stage for you to like get in your face, and they pay money, to put lights on cameras and everything on you. They really try to expose it. I think it's not a good look for sports, personally. Only because once it happens, it gets under the microscope,
Yeah.
and now it's released to the public, and now everyone's got this idea of or vibe of how this is going to go. And of course, Justin Poirier wants to rip off Conor McGregor's head for X and Y what he said. But
Yeah.
I mean, to
Yeah.
be honest, that should be personal stuff. That was personal stuff. It should have been kept personal, but because Conor McGregor being the showman that he is, it's going to come out. That's WWE personality right there. We talked
I
about
was
like
gonna say.
a couple days ago.
I was gonna say. So going to like maybe like WWE like wrestling, like obviously it's like literally a sport made on Smack Talk. Like it's literally what it is.
Hmm.
It's about
Uh,
80% smack talk,
but
Yeah.
20% wrestling.
yeah, but but okay, with that, yes, let's. I can argue what percentage, Evan, would you argue that like UFC? Okay, first UFC, and then and then boxing would be a smack talk, and then the other one actual fighting.
Uh,
Yeah, as
I
a
mean,
reference, I
personally,
said
it should be like 20% smack talk and all the rest fighting. But
Oh
you know,
wow,
good.
it's things
wow,
get really like I said. It's on my phone. It's right here. What he said, how he said it, and everything. So it's kind of like,
yeah,
of course, it feels like 100% smack talk. But I mean, did we all listen to Connor or Justin? When they were training, you know, when they're fighting, when they're practicing, when they're sparring. Like that's the sport we're watching, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah,
But
so
would McGregor even be a household name if he wouldn't be, smack talking? Our boy
Mm-hmm.
Scott on the chat says McGregor's pretty much made his whole career on this smack talk, and that's why he's been so successful. He's a name branded fighter because everybody loves hearing his smack talk. That's what he's made him stand out. That's what makes him stand out.
Yeah,
Because you don't win the fights, you win the crowd, Evan. You win the crowd.
that's right. Never give the crowd what they want.
Or
never
give
get
them
the crowd
exactly what they
around.
want.
So
Sorry, I watched too many Jerry
no,
Springfield,
and I think that
Seinfeld.
McGregor works like for like the UFC specifically because he just has that that kind of extra like that superstar type of it thing where even though he just got owned, dude. This fight he just did. Um,
His own body owns
it's
him.
good. I think it's good to talk, smack, but I don't think that like he should have gotten personal, like with like hey with the wife and everything. I mean, not to kind of go into that, but it's kind of like hey dude, like
Your
I mean,
wife's on my DMs.
I
Just,
was like,
ooh. He
I
said,
mean,
what?
stuff like that was like I don't know. It's that is a little more than anything. It's just a little immature, like because
That's unscripted, immature look.
yeah, like I
Yeah,
mean, I understand you're a
Okay.
fighter or
coming
whatever.
to WWE, I mean that's scripted. We're supposed to see that. So,
Yeah, like I mean, just
but
kind of
that's a
like
lot of money too.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So yeah, there we go. Going into that, the Paul brothers or whatever, right? With that with Mayweather. You know,
Oh,
Mayweather
Logan
got
Paul and Jake Paul.
Mayweather got like what is it, 100 mil or something like from that event. I mean, dude, that's I mean, God, I hate the world sometimes. Like, whatever. That's besides the point. But
Because the
um,
Paul brothers talk smack,
because
but they give the crowd what they want.
correct.
They want people to hate.
Yeah. Maybe I'm
Or
just a dirty old hippie.
you love to hate them, or you hate to love them.
Yeah, I agree though, Evan. It's just uh, they're just annoying. I don't know.
It's annoying. I don't know. It's kind of like ugly stuff I see on my phone sometimes, just from people smack talking. And man, it gets really exposed and highlighted on my phone.
Oh, really?
Can I do without it? I think I could personally.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think the sport needed it at first to kind of get really exposed. Um, I think the players just kind of, or the players, or the fighters just need to like fight, you know. Um, but I think that the UFC's, I don't know. I think that the smack talk is good in some sports, you know. But like you said, I don't like it when they take it far. Um, but I think it's just a common thing. Like, dude, like, oh, you suck or whatever, or brick. You know, even like when you're like playing football or basketball, like
Yeah, nobody's uplifting each other there.
no one's like, oh, hey, good
That's a
job,
good play,
bro.
man.
Yeah, it's like good job, bro.
Man, I'm not on your team.
I was like,
Good
I'm
hustle.
not on your team. So I mean, I'm like, what is it? A taunting? So Trey Eyes. I think taunting is awesome. I think it is awesome. Um, so kind of going back like in history, sports essentially I think are war. It's battles. Controlled battles. Essentially, sport has always kind of been that. Now, obviously, less bloody, more protected. It's a more showy and more entertainment or whatever. But it it used to, I don't know, that's like kind of more gladiators. There are gladiators over time, if you will. So I love taunting, dude, when like To did all this craziness with the Cowboys or whatever. Like, dude, that was funny. Like, I know he got fined. Chad Ochocinco when he bust out $1 and gave it to the ref.
Well, that's more theatrics than taunting and smack talk.
More
That's
even
theatrics.
well, I mean, like kind of like I mean, it is. I mean, what is it? He went to.
Yeah, asking
Was
to
it
get fined.
Tio went and he like did a like he peed on the post or whatever, or like when
Ozzy Osbourne.
Mayfield grabbed the flag and threw it at the stadium. Was it Oklahoma? It was a school or something like that, and he ended up throwing something right at the center of the field. I don't
He
know.
planted the OU flag in the center of some team.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like, I don't know. It's entertainment, dude. It's entertainment. We're supposed to have fun with it. If you don't want him to do it, stop him. It's
But
just like literally what Teal said.
Can they
Like,
go too
if you
far
don't,
though?
I mean, yeah, they can go too far, dude. But I mean, like, don't be don't be mean. Don't be unnecessary. Like, yeah, dude. Like, espérate. Okay, you score, like, do a dance or you do a little choreograph thing or like, something funny or like get the phone or whatever. But not like, like the whole peeing on the like a dog, like that's a little too much. I've done that before. I've got a yellow card. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, it's not very. That's just unsportsmanlike. That's just different.
You lose you lose respect and you get fined.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's the trade-off. You could lose respect.
Yeah. So
from fans and teammates.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's just kind of like with that. But I think that smack talk again. It's good for some sports. For some other ones, or I guess it's good for every sport, but just like different levels. But you still need to back it up. You can't just be talking smack and then just get owned. It's just some players have it, some don't. Some sports do it, some don't. You have like your even as I hate bringing him up, but Kawhi Leonard,
We
KL.
don't say his name.
KL.
KL2, whatever, the number the second guy. Was it the cousin?
That's fine.
The nephew, sorry, the nephew. He he's a silent dude, but he gets the job done. He doesn't really smack talk or anything like that. Going back to our Spurs, they didn't just smack talk or anything like that.
They're not part of that
I
spot.
think Kevin Garnett would
Ke-
always say, like, he would say the most nastiest things he could to try to get into Tim Duncan's head. Tim Duncan wouldn't give a shit. This was okay. Just play ball.
Yeah.
Typical Duncan fashion. Not giving a shit.
Duncan's a transcended human being, so
So yeah,
no.
smack talk doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and you could say that was kind of a smack talk of his own, if you think about it. Like we're like, oh well. I mean, it was funny, when he got that tech for laughing or whatever.
Oh, that was so he got thrown out of the game
yeah.
because he was laughing on the bench.
He did.
Had a private conversation, was laughing. Ref didn't like it, threw him out of the game.
No, dude, because supposedly, man, that's what he said, but it was like, oh no, he disrespected me. So I'm like, oh okay, wait, like, no,
Yeah.
who cares? I was like, all right, but I mean, I think it helps. But I don't think you should. I think it helps, but don't rely on it. Boom, there we go. How about that?
Don't
Yeah.
lean on it.
Don't lean.
It might almost be human nature to smack talk, to try to kind of vent out all the pent up aggression and adrenaline. I know back in the day, the three of us would play Super Smash, and I'm pretty sure none of us were tight lipped. We'd always have to say shit when
That's right.
someone was beating on somebody. Evan was Ganondorf booting people, or I'm just like running around everywhere trying to save my 5 lives, so everyone has 3. Like,
No, they're like,
shit
bro,
talking
he has-
is way of
bro,
life.
He has 4. He has 4. He has 4. Oh, go get him. Go get him.
And everyone carried a grudge. Everyone.
It is Mezzo Forte after TPM, 10. It's after dark.
Oh no!
Unrated,
What is
unscripted,
going on in my
uncut.
life?
Sipping on some good suds here. What y'all sipping on? I'm gonna get some cores here. Doing the
Some
nights.
craziness, dude.
This CONCACAF game. Yes,
After
smack talk is a way of
dark.
life, but there are times to take it too far. When it gets personal or disrespectful, and that just rebounds and make you look like a dumbass. Nice. I like this after dark music, Evan.
No lie.
Thanks, I made it today.
Fucking good shit. And just
Nice.
what's up to everyone there in the chat, all of our platforms. Thank you for tuning in with us after dark.
Oh yeah. What are we drinking? What are we drinking? Chat. Everyone in
We got-
chat, tell me what you're drinking. Omar,
Tom
I know
over
you
there
can hear
with
me,
his
Omar. ¿Qué estás tomando
Michelob
agua?
Ultra.
Just put agua. Whatever you guys are
Oh, yeah.
drinking. All right.
Definitely
So
water for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna type it in here. Let's see. I'm gonna put it for. Twitch. All right. So what are you doing? What are you drinking? Superfan Art.
I said it earlier.
You
Can't
did
repeat
say that
myself.
already.
A Coors. I'm drinking a Coors Light.
Cool.
I need to get back to Coors Banquet later.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a pretty underrated beer. Not gonna lie.
Nice.
Mhm.
I'm just drinking water. I'm drinking water today. I worked out, but I think I overexerted, so I just needed to drink water.
You need the
And,
carbs.
and I
man.
drank it, and I
Yes.
drank yesterday. We went out, so whatever.
You still need the carbo load.
For real, right?
That's
No, but I'm
fine.
here, guys. I'm here. So, and what you bought? You correct, AV. What did you say?
I had a little Powerade and water earlier because I'm
Nice.
skateboarding. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Finally, I got to do some skateboarding. Right? You haven't gone in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Balcones Heights skate park.
Nice. All right, dude. So we'll go into our straight into our great iron news. Wait, do you have anything else, Art?
I think we established what we think smack talk is. It's part of the game, but if you go too far, it could rebound and make you look like a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and everyone on chat, they're just saying Space Jam 2 is tomorrow. We really could care less.
All right, everyone, make sure you watch it
It's all about the Jordan Space
anywhere
Jam.
that's pirated, so they don't get any credit. Perfect. Make sure they do not get credit. I already saw a review on it. It's kind of like, but whatever.
It's a kids movie, but whatever.
All right, make sure you guys watch Space Jam 1, the only one. There
Anything
is no
else
2.
is-
No 2. There is no 2. That doesn't exist. I don't know.
Anything else is non-canon.
That's correct.
No, but yeah, go watch, Greatness, Mr. Aaroness himself,
Bugs
No.
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
Bill Murray. For real. No Bill Murray this time. But
the big fat guy from Seinfeld.
oh yeah, that's true.
It's Stan.
Yes.
Damn.
All day. Because you know what? We can't. All right, guys. So we'll go ahead right into our Gridiron News. Right into our NFL. So this one's gonna be actually pretty fun. So
We're gonna guess the shit out of it.
Yep.
yes, it's gonna be called
Educated
Gridiron
guess.
News. NFL. Take it or leave it.
Dun, 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 dun. On the clock.
All right. So, real quick, NFL does start in what? I believe like in a couple of weeks, something like that.
In a few
Couple
short weeks' time,
weeks.
we should be getting some of those preseason games, which were preseason games. I think they deducted one preseason game to put in an extra regular season game. I forget how many.
2021.
But yeah, pretty much camps are underway. HBO Hard Knocks, I think they were going to go ahead and feature the Cowboys. So there should be some of those episodes streaming soon. Pretty much going through their camps and whatnot. Pretty much leading up into their first preseason game. Not. I mean, obviously, there's big news around the NFL. We don't know where the hell Aaron Rodgers is going to go. I think we should know pretty soon. The whole Richard Sherman debacle is pretty fucked up.
Mhm.
He's a free agent, but he's not really making a good case for himself right now.
Yeah, I mean, for that specifically, I'm just gonna say that he is looking to get help. So I'll just I wish him good luck, and hopefully he does get help.
Definitely.
Yeah, but other than that, that's that. Like, we'll just have him deal with his issues and stuff. But hopefully he comes back. Hopefully he's not it is one of those situations where like you can actually fix it with some help and stuff like that.
And then I think the Jaguars were still getting some flake over fucking coach Urban Meyer when he was trying to get one of his former assistants from like Iowa or Iowa State, one of those two. The guy who was pretty much not blacklisted, but didn't have good credentials. I think some players thought he was a little bit racist, but Urban Meyer still wanted to try to bring him along there with the Jaguars. And he really didn't even get hired. He got fired immediately, whatever.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, Urban, what the hell, man? You don't even have the hindsight to know, like, this guy, nobody likes him. He's got a history, but you still want him on. So I think they're still getting flack over that. I don't know, there were some lawsuits or subpoenas. There's some subpoenas that were issued out.
Yeah,
earlier this
dang.
week.
Dang, I got to that point?
Kind of like in the lines. I don't know who the hell is suing who, but yeah, it's not painting a good picture so far for Seabass's Jaguars.
There you go. So I don't
Mhm.
know. I
I mean, it
think
has nothing to do with the players. It's just the
and
coach.
people what even then I still don't think it has to do what well obviously it does have to do with the coach, right? But I think I don't think it's so much that he's doing it on purpose. I just think he's just kind of new to it. People are like, "Oh no, well, how can he do that?" I'm like, "Dude, he's a little new. Just let him kind of do his thing first. Like, hold on, you know." But I don't know. That's just me. Um, so in this case, we'll do a little. Let's see, what time is it? We have a 10:08.
You want to
Actually,
do take it or leave it segment.
well, we're gonna do a little take it or leave it segment to give me some music, crack AV, some. Go ahead and get started with our little news segment for our Great Iron News. So real quick again, the NFL is going to start pretty soon. So we're going to start as we get closer to the NFL starting. Not only are we going to do a little bit more segments like this, but we are going to do a live draft. Yes, a live draft. Mezzo Forte Sportz
Shut the front door.
fantasy draft live. You guys, you'll see that. We might do it on Sunday, Saturday. We'll figure that out. But it is gonna be the whole crew. We're all gonna be on. It's gonna be crazy. You guys need to party with us. It's gonna go all out. We're all gonna do in one spot. No, we're not. We're just gonna do Zoom or whatever. But you know, you guys need to follow with us anyways. We'll figure that out as well. So a lot of stuff, NFL stuff coming out pretty soon, and it should be pretty fun. So as we kind of go along with that, we'll go ahead and start this game. Little game I'll call it "Take It or Leave It." So Dak. So recently, there's a little article that showed up that it's gonna be he's like an MVP contender now, between him and Mahomes. I'm like, oh, okay, and it's this kind of you know settle back a little bit. Yes, the whole crew, yes. Well, I mean, if you want to do fantasy football, yeah. If you guys want to do fantasy football, you guys are down. Actually, any of our fans, we might do if we get enough fans, we might do a fan league. That'd be cool. But we'll figure that out later. But in this case, again, going just into attack Dak, well, again, he's that he's been might be an MVP candidate. He might not. I think that he still kind of has to prove himself a little bit. They do have a really good offense. They have a really good a receiving core. But there's still some quarterbacks that I think are pretty good or better than him. Right now, just a quick question before we even start. Would you say that Dak is a top 10 quarterback? Superfan art, yes or no?
Top 10. I mean, it might be a little. Obviously, it's premature to say that he's already heavily favored for MVP. But before he had his incident last season, he did show like a good trend. He's getting into the rhythm of things, winning some good games. Uh, as the top tier NFL quarterback in the league, among the Mahomes and the Brady's and I mean, even the Aaron Rodgers is he's kind of on the edge of that fine line of like he's our guy, he's the star franchise, face of the franchise. He already is. Don't get me wrong, he is the face of the Cowboys franchise. But in terms of star power and talent, maybe he's almost there to that top tier level that you were discussing earlier. He's on the fringe. Uh, Maybe he could break through into that barrier. I think Tom Scott, he was top 10 before the ankle break. I think he was on his way to be top 10 before the break.
Mhm.
Uh, so I think he's almost there, Danny. That's my answer. He's almost there. We'll see if the season can yield anything in his favor. Obviously, as a Cowboys fan, well, to set the record straight, I'm not a diehard Cowboys fan. My father is, to a certain extent. I can root for any Texas-based team. I'll root for the Cowboys. I'll root for the Texans. If they're going against each other,
Nice.
I kind of go for the Cowboys. But I'll support any Texas-based team 100%, unless it's the Aggies or Texas Tech. But
Ooh.
I'm always optimistic for our hopes for Dak in his return. Um, Maybe he'll be stronger, more wiser. What do you think, Evan? Dak Prescott.
You hit a lot of good points, Arturo. I
Damn
think
straight.
he's like 11 or 12 or 13, maybe best, but not top 10.
Nice.
Dang.
Boys
11,
still got a
12.
lot to show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ankle injury put him down some spots.
Yeah. It'll set you back. It's going to set you back. How bad do you want to be on top again? So, yeah, not top 10.
Yeah, I mean it's I think that, I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting um season. He's gonna be back and I don't know. He might surprise some people. I personally don't think he's top 10 either. But maybe he will be. We'll see how the Cowboys defense start. We do have someone, remember when gaming, saying that Dak is definitely top 10. Oh, okay. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and
Shout out
start.
to them.
We'll go ahead and start and see if maybe they're top 10 and see if maybe he's better specifically than these quarterbacks. Yeah, there we go. We'll talk about that, Thomas. Let's go ahead and we'll work at that. So to start with, take it or leave it. So Dak Attack, would you rather have Dak or we'll go ahead and start with Superfan Art and then jump to Crack AV and then back and forth. Would you have Dak or Aaron Rodgers? That's the first one. Give me some music here real quick as we start it.
Well,
We started?
No, I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Nah, we already started. Yeah, no, we're good. Never mind. Just like as he thinks about it.
you're saying Dak or Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
I mean,
Nice.
I hate to say it, but Aaron Rodgers is a more seasoned veteran, proven. He's got an arm like a laser. I mean, he could go the distance, or he could just shoot a damn laser in the pocket. Pretty much, he's got that instinct already down as QB. So Rodgers would best Dak any day. Don't tell Juan I said that.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you, Art. Go with Aaron Rodgers all day.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that Aaron Rodgers just kind of has the track record. It's just one of those things. He just kind of wins. That's literally what he does. He wins. So
He's proven it. Yeah.
yeah, so I think I agree with you guys. So the next one, hold on. Which one? What is the next one? All right. So in this case, Aaron Rodgers is out. So let's go ahead with Josh Allen. So would you take Dak or Josh Allen right now? As of right now, we'll start with, Crack QB.
Oh, me?
Bills, yeah. Bills QB,
Oh,
Josh
the
Allen.
Bills QB, right? The guy who got tackled by air when he was running down the field this past year. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that over Dak.
Really? Yeah. Honestly, I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's gonna be one of those like Roethlisberger 2.0, like what Cam Newton would be if he was accurate. and just like he's just a big dude that can just like quarterback, right now in this case, the hypothetical thing, what they currently are on. So in this case, which QB would you rather take like on any team? Oh yeah, so the Cowboys will be in top 10. I mean, there you go. I don't know. Maybe this year they'll be in the top 10. And they'll try to be in the conversation for a championship. But Josh Allen,
He took him to his division's,
Yeah.
championship game.
I mean, it's hard to. I mean,
He had to beat Mahomes.
Mahomes is hard to beat. Like he's just
You have to out laser the laser.
Yeah.
But
So
technically, then they go up against Mahomes' backup because Mahomes is out.
yeah, but I mean they still have a good team. Like that team is still stacked. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Josh Allen, unfortunately, he would best, or he would outrank Dak Prescott. He just, he had the good team cohesiveness this past year. They were one of the hotter teams out there for Buffalo. Uh, I mean, it didn't hurt that you have Stephon Diggs that you got off a good deal from the Vikings.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and they got what's his face, Beasley, ex-Cowboy.
Oh yeah,
That's right. He's catching.
a small little dude, but he could catch the ball.
Yeah, dude. He can
I don't
run
know why the
routes.
Cowboys got rid of him.
Oh, I mean, they have a really good, receiver squad. But all right, cool. We'll go ahead and move into our next one. Cam Newton. Would you rather have Dak or Cam Newton?
Dak,
What
just
about you,
I don't know.
KB?
All right. Geez. I'll take Dak on this one. Yeah. Dak would lead the Cowboys to a victory more than Mr. Newtown in my
Yeah,
book.
I prefer Dak because Newton, he's got too much of that. I won't say ego, but he does take a lot of time figuring out what outfits he likes to wear, post game, pre game. He's got good fashion. He thinks he's got good fashion sense, but you want a leader. I think Dak would be more of a leader than Cam.
Real cowboy.
Uh,
damn. So yeah, so I think so too. I think Cam Newton this year, they're actually talking about him the other day, or he talked to the news where this was his make it or break it year. You know, like last year was he had COVID and he got hurt, and it was just like a bad year, not just for him but for the entire NFL really. But um, this year really is his make it or break it. We'll see how it kind of pulls through and or if he just starts getting replaced by Mac pretty soon.
the Mac attack.
Yeah, so
Dak.
nice. So in this case, Chad does actually so this they do agree. So Dak, we'll go with Dak on that. So the question was just is it on their teams or the respective teams? So I guess like the question would be I don't know. I guess it's just we're just ranking them straight like head to head. I guess like in their current teams. I guess just to kind of make it easier. I don't know. We'll go ahead and go. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Ariel, he had his shot with the Patriots. I think he did blew it. Um, I don't know. He just, dude, it's hard, dude. It's hard to like play for the Patriots, but like you just have to step up. And he tried to like again. He had like a whole mess of things where like he got owned by COVID or whatever. But I think he's just playing. Honestly, right now he's just playing to get a contract. Like honestly. Um, but we'll go ahead and go right into our next one. So our next one is Baker Mayfield. Crack AB. Who do you take, Dak or Baker Mayfield?
I kind of want to go with Baker Mayfield on this one. I know he hasn't
Dang.
shown himself very well. He's shown himself a lot less than Dak. However, I don't know. I just kind of see a little bit more hope and Bake. Uh, I feel like I can't even trust Mr. Dak to run anymore.
Dang. So you're just kind of waiting to see how that knee's affected or not affected.
I'm gonna have to see the season play out myself.
Yeah. 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 Talk to me, Superfan Art.
Well, the comparison between Baker Mayfield and Dak is a little bit uh, obscured by the fact that the Browns they have a lot of talent on that team, a lot of name brand names. Uh, you got Nick Chubb, you got Odell Beckham Jr. coming back. I think they had another like top tier like receiver. That is not even fair. I think are they going to get like Do they have Clowney? Are they gonna get Clowney?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, something
so.
like that. Yep.
So yeah, that team is stacked, and pretty much Baker, he's in a very good position to have another good season. So obviously, odds are he's gonna have the better season than Dak could on paper, and based on what we saw last season. So I would choose Baker. I hate to say it.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't like the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's okay, but he's a little too cocky. I guess I started hating him when he was doing all those commercials. He was on too many
Oh
like
yeah,
all
those
stage or
my
some.
house. This is my house or whatever.
Yeah, those got annoying real fast. Didn't like it. So commercial wise, I hate him. But in the head to head with Dak, he's got the edge.
What do you think, Crack AV? Who do
I
you...
just sided with Arturo. Arturo.
Damn straight.
Nice.
Tell you no
I
lies.
I would actually take Dak. Actually, I think they're pretty similar in terms of talents. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Maker Mayfield is a little bit more, um, accurate, if you will. But Dak is I don't know, dude. It's because I want my quarterbacks to be leaders. Like, take grain of the locker room, be like, hey, dude, are you guys with me? Yeah, we're with you. Like that. Like where I think Baker can do that, but I think there's just a lot of leaders also in the locker room where he's not really able to kind of do that as much as that can. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's why just for that I would take Dak, just because I think they're very similar in terms of talent. But I think Baker Mayfield is gonna do way better. Um, I think it's just gonna do way better, or the Browns are gonna do way better because they have a damn good team. I mean they're almost Super Bowl contenders, dude. Like they are. But that's just that's what I think. And but we'll see how it kind of works out for him. Um, in this case, what is the next one? Take this off, and the next one's Russell Wilson. So you take Dak or Russell Wilson? Crack AV. Oh,
You're muted, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Check 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we
good.
can
You're
now.
good.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah.
So professional.
No, for sure. Let's go with rings on this one. I choose Russell. Russell, I choose you.
Ooh, Russell Wilson. Sorry. All right, Crack AV, the super fan art. Talk to me.
Well, our chat has been agreeing with Evan. Tom also agrees with you, Evan. I'm choosing Wilson. I'll play opposites here. I'll go with Dak. Mainly
Nice.
because the Seahawks don't have the muscle that they used to have a few seasons back.
I
They're
can
not
do
the
that.
Legion of Boom no more. I think there was even some uh, a little bit of drama. I think everyone kind of thought maybe Wilson wanted to try to get out of Seattle for a little while. So something's not right in that organization. Maybe they lost their ways. So I'll lean more with Dak uh, and his rebuilding year over a semi-slumping Seahawks and Wilson. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. Hopefully not.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I,
I'll go with Dak on that one.
for me, I am going with Wilson. I mean, he's just yeah. I mean, he's just good. I think he's actually gonna win MVP this year. So it should be pretty fun. But yeah, essentially, I think that um Wilson did one out. But he did get a new offensive line. He got like three new ones. And he did get I think he got a new tight end. So they did actually listen to him. So you know how people were like, oh, he was like saying, he'd be like this, go Hawks, go Hawks, go Hawks. And after a while, he just didn't. And he's like, no, it's because I'm not protected or whatever. At
That's right.
first,
That was the biggest Achilles heels. Is he didn't have enough time to just scramble in the pocket.
correct.
Not enough protection.
So now they got like 3 new offensive linemen that are really good, or keep them competitive a little bit more. And I think they're gonna. I don't know. I think they're gonna try to get a receiver. I think they drafted a receiver as well. So it's gonna be really. I mean, the fact that because he gets hurt. Doesn't get hurt a lot, but he gets sacked a lot. And the fact that they just kind of started listening to him, it's like, all right, cool, dude. Look, we got you an O line, we got you some receiver, tight end, and everything. Go now. He's like, all right, cool, thank you. He was actually like, I don't know if he said thank you. I'm sure he did it, but whatever. But honestly, like, it kind of works out for both because the team needs to have him be not only not get sacked but also stay healthy. But
Yeah. Tom on the chat, he agrees with pretty much y'all. Fucking going with Wilson. He says, if it wasn't for Wilson, but Seattle wouldn't be as competitive. I can agree with you on that. Without Wilson, Seattle ain't shit.
Yeah, because I don't see any other quarterback really working out there. Not in the way that he runs that offense. Because even if Pete can do whatever Pete can say whatever Pete can say, but Wilson will do whatever Wilson does. At the end of the day, he's just one of those quarterbacks that's kind of like earned that right or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see how that happens. But we'll go right into our next one, which is our next one. What is it? What is it? Lamar Jackson. So we'll go ahead and start with you, Superfan Art. What do you think? Lamar Jackson, would you rather have Dak or Lamar Jackson?
It's a tough one. Didn't Jackson get the MVP?
Yes, sir.
But regardless, Jackson, he's done some good things with the Ravens. He's brought them back from obscurity. I think they could have had a good run. I think maybe Jackson still needs, I don't know what the hell he needs. He needs more confidence in his throwing abilities because the boy, he can scramble. Don't get me wrong. And that's what fucks up the defenses because who's going to cover him? He's big, he's fast. If y'all are like 4th and 20 and the game's on the line, like if he feels he can run it, he'll run it. But this is a game of throwing. That position is throwing. And I think Dak can edge more so on that aspect. I think our chat is disagreeing with me, but I'll go with Dak in that matchup. Evan, what do you feel?
Today I'm feeling Lamar Jackson could go way further than Dak Prescott.
Dang.
That's fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
Dang. Like that, just dropping it like it's hot, dude.
Any reasons why, or you just feel you liked what you saw last season?
Kind of like what I saw. I mean, if you switch them out, I think Jackson is really good with the Cowboys. Honestly, I know we're not playing that game. We're doing whatever we want with this, but I think if he wore a Cowboys uniform, he'd go much further.
Oh wow!
If you Freaky Friday'd it and they swap places,
yeah.
Yes.
For me, this was a little hard because, Lamar Jackson is good and he can throw the ball. I think he can throw the ball regardless of whatever the phenomenal Juan may say. He will. He will. He can rush it or whatever, right? But he's been MVP, and I think he can throw the ball. I think he can be efficient. He's not gonna throw the ball 40 times. He's not gonna Mahome it.
Or be as accurate.
Be as accurate. He's just gonna do what, like 25. 20. If he does 18 is good. Give me 9, give me 10 out of 18, and you're good, dude. You're good. Give me 200, 250, maybe 300 yards. Rush for 70 or something. Get a couple TDs and you're good. I mean, they don't really need much for Lamar Jackson. He just needs to just like kind of what you were saying, like kind of um get a little bit more confident in himself, so he can just kind of like just honestly all he needs to do is step in and throw the ball. That's what I feel like he has to do. But he kind of trusts more in his running um skills right now. But if he kind of gets a little bit more comfortable with throwing the ball, I think he'll be really good. And so,
I could
we'll
agree
kind of
with you on that. That's the aspect of his game he needs to improve on.
yeah,
Uh, and maybe he could get to that Mahomes level if he gets his arm into shape.
now real quick in this case, Jackson does play in a way tougher division than the Cowboys. The Cowboys do play in one of the worst divisions of football, and Lamar Jackson plays one of the most competitive divisions in football for a while. I mean, dude, you're playing the Steelers twice, the Browns twice. I mean, the Bengals, man. But and those games are like intense. It's the Ravens and stuff. So
Those are all like rivalries.
like
They always
rivalries.
go hard each time.
Yeah. So and obviously the Cowboys haven't been playing very good team. So we haven't really been seeing Dak in a very good like you know a competitive game, because I've seen Lamar Jackson win a game, like a hard game, like there's like against like the Steelers or whatever, just pull one out of his pocket and just go for it. Where I haven't really seen Dak do it just yet. At least it was like a really tough team, where where we can see it, we just haven't seen it yet. So let's see, what is the next one? All right, so the next one is gonna be Matthew Stafford. So they actually did talk about this earlier. Would you rather take Dak or Matthew Stafford? Um, this is actually a pretty good question.
What would you take, Danny?
Oh,
I think if we would do the Freaky Friday thing and put Matthew Stafford in the Cowboys, I think they would like very, very likely at least win 2 playoff games. Possible. Dude, because they have a crazy offense, dude. And Dak needs to throw the ball. He just needs to throw the ball. He just. I don't understand why he doesn't do that. Like, he said, oh, let me just go, got him out, and then come out. No, dude. Grab the ball and throw it. You have, like, receivers that can run. They're fast or whatever. I think that Matthew Stafford has an arm. I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing he has. No, he has everything. He's hard worker and everything. He's actually from Texas, right?
I believe, yeah, he's a Texas boy.
Yeah, but I think I think with Matthew Stafford, I mean if the Cowboys would have him, I think they'd be really, really good. The only thing it'd be like whole clash of egos type of thing. So I don't know that would
Well,
work.
Stafford is going to be playing for the Rams.
The Rams, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the Rams are gonna go very, very far, if not the Super Bowl again.
Ooh, bold, very bold.
Very bold.
I mean, you don't know where Aaron Rodgers is going. I'm pretty sure dude. I don't know. People talking about him going to Denver for sure. Like he's gonna pull a, very last minute or whatever, and he's gonna go to Denver. I don't know, but
Yeah, let's see.
Plausible.
Who would you take, Super Fan Art?
It's a tough one. I guess Stafford really didn't have a good environment to succeed out there in Detroit. But I mean, he's always showed signs of potential. But I'd still go with Dak on this one for his versatility. Because I can't see Stafford like trying to hustle to get 9 yards on his own feet.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
So that's all. Just
Yeah.
Dak. I take Dak for scrambling, and he'll go out and get those 7 or 8 yards on his own.
Uh,
Dang, all right. Go crack
I just
AV.
choose Stafford for his veteranshipness.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he's just been in the game a little bit longer to understand some things,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that would fit in well. Just him winning in the Cowboys. Like I said, I'm just picturing all these guys in Cowboys uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think you're right. So I think Dak is very. I mean, I don't know. We say like, oh, this quarterback is system based. Y que no sé qué. Dude, they're all system based. Like, this is a football team. It's literally based on the
Mm.
system. That's literally what a football team is. Just a whole bunch of systems. It's like a play. Anyways, but I think specifically for this, I think I kind of go with you, Crack AV, that just of being a veteran, being in the game for a little bit, um, just kind of you get put in tough situations. Now, I don't think Matthew Stafford has actually won a playoff game. I mean, partly obviously it's because he's been with the Lions or whatever, right? But I would kind of trust him more, in an actual playoff game than Dak. Again, we'll see how Dak works out. But it's just for me is more the because Matthew Stafford can launch it, but he does throw a lot of interceptions or whatever, right? But Dak just doesn't throw it deep. Like he doesn't throw it deep enough for me to trust him. And it just gets annoying because like I mean, dude, you have like you know, um, what's the receiver? The number one receiver?
Cooper,
That's Cooper. Like tell him to go run.
Cooper Loop.
Like tell him to go pick up to go grab the safety, and then get I don't know what the other two receivers that they have.
The young guy from Alabama is D.D. Westbrook.
CD Lamb,
C.D. Lamb, excuse
CD
me.
Lamb, dude.
C.D.
He's
Lamb.
he's a very like a I think he's a hands guy, or he might be an athletic guy. I don't know, but imagine like, dude, you need to be able to throw the ball at these receivers and I think he will. I just need to see him to be I need to be able to see him throw the ball more than like 15 yards, instead of these little 5, 10, have the receiver gain the extra yardage. No, just throw the ball, dude. Like throw the ball, please. And we'll see what
Dak.
happens. But yeah, so we'll go with that with that chat. Um, all right, guys. So we'll go ahead and actually, do we have anything else today? Anything else?
No, but the USA men's game in the Gold Cup is already winding down to the final 6 minutes. Looking pretty favorable for our boys, the US. And as we mentioned
Nice.
earlier, they have to go through Canada, and that's on Sunday.
Mm.
And there you
Like
go.
they're doing their job today by making a whole lot of goals, but they got to embarrass Canada if they want to get out of that group stage.
Yeah, I mean, and you got when's the next game?
Sunday.
Sunday on
I don't know what network or
yeah,
what time zone.
yeah, Sunday. It's Sunday at 4, and then that's for the U.S. game. And then are they doing the Olympic game or no for the basketball?
That's still up in the air because of the whole COVID situation with
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. We didn't really touch base on it so much. Pretty much, Bradley Beal contracted COVID. Another player is going to go had to go into protocols. I think you said his name earlier, Danny.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant had to go into some protocols to isolate, and so pretty much Beal's out. This other guy might be out too. Who knows? USA men's basketball needs to replace him. We don't know who. They're scheduled to play this Friday, I want to say, against Australia. They're even debating if they want to go through with that game after all for safety precautions. And then after that, I think there was supposed to be a Sunday or Saturday exhibition with Spain. And then the men's team was going to try to charter their flights out to Japan on Monday. But it's interesting. You know, they kind of tripping up a bit, obviously with those losses, and then they started winning, and then lose Beal. They're going to replace him. Who knows if that game with Australia is going to take place? So there's a bit of drama, not drama, but
Yeah.
A
I
little
don't know
bit
what
of
kind of
a
verbiage.
little bit of
Boys.
excitement, intensity, pressure.
Boat rocking.
There you go. Storm a brewing.
Storm brewing. Things aren't going as smoothly as they could have been. But yeah, that's what's going on. So yeah, I don't know, man. It was if they do play Australia, it'll be tomorrow. So we'll find out.
Nice. And
They'll
then
probably announce it like tomorrow anyway.
yeah, and obviously, we do have um Patty Mills, our own Patty Mills, you know, balling out with the for the Spurs or whatever. So um even though
Representing Australia.
representing Australia, and he never does that when he plays with the Spurs. He only but
Oh, okay.
no, but
You're
no, but
jealous.
I am jealous. Ah, come join the
Like,
USC.
where were you this season? I don't know. Maybe it's just a different feel when he's playing with his countrymen.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, so
It's a system.
yeah, it's I'm part of the system. I created the system. All right, guys.
That's
So
good. That's a good hot take for later. Do players show out more when they're on the national teams than they do with their professional teams? That could also go into soccer and baseball and other sports.
yeah. So, all right, guys, we are going to start wrapping it up. Let me see. Grab something here. Let me grab a slider. Where's my slider? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go.
What?
Ooh. All right. Hold on. My bad.
Not
My
bad.
bad, guys. My bad.
We'll want to give a shout out to everybody who was watching our B team show today.
That's
We
right.
had a lot of fun. Much appreciated for all your continued viewings and support. Give us some likes, subscribe if you want. Pretty soon we're gonna have some merch, Danny. Waiting on
Thank
that
you for your
merch.
comments.
Yeah, I know. I need to continue working on that. I promise you guys, I will get you the merch very, very soon. I'm definitely working on that. All right, guys.
That's all
So,
good.
all right, cool. So I'm just wrapping. I'm just kind of trying to do a whole bunch of stuff at once. All right, guys. So real quick, let's go ahead and start wrapping it up. Evan, that is it for this week's episode. Hope y'all can chill with us next time. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and on YouTube. Check out us live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30. This is on Twitch and YouTube live. Pretty soon we're going to be on Facebook live, but just going right into our official Facebook, Mezzo Forte Sportz. Thank you for all the sponsors today. Music provided by Studio 13. This is Danny BMD saying with Crack KB Superfan Art, signing off, saying later to all, and passing it home. Take it home, Arturo.
Thank you, Dan. Lesson of the day is the NBA Finals are nearly to an end. We could have a winner maybe this Tuesday. Can the Suns go on a run, or will the Bucks prove they don't suck? Remember, this is Mezzo Forte Sportz, episode 48.
Hey.
And the music stopped.
It
Till next time,
did
folks, be cool,
stop.
stay safe, and keep on listening to Mezzo Forte Sportz. Right now. That's why we're the B team.
Wait. Put the. We need some like closing out music. Go for it, Evan. Go crazy.
Get the people what they want.
Give people what they want.
Keep on trash talking, everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the.
Keep it clean, trash talk.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna continue a thing.